um, Back, guys. Got a lot of boxing on tonight. Javante Davis got another title defense against Ricardo Nunez. Um, that's going to be in his hometown in Maryland. It'll be on Showtime. It's a mandatory. It's whatever. You got Gamboa versus Roman Martinez on the undercard. I laugh because it's like this is a fight that should have happened like 7 years ago, but okay. Um, Maybe the winner, God forbid, but maybe the winner might end up not God forbid, but um, the winner could end up facing Tank Davis, Nunez winner. Um, I I honestly don't think for Tank beating Roman Martinez or Gamboa at this stage of Martinez and Gamboa's career does anything for Tank. I don't think it would show us anything different. You're just beating two veteran fighters who are well past their prime, and to me, it wouldn't show me. I mean, it's another big name on your resume, but I don't think it would show us anything. I think Tank would walk through both of them. Now, if it's Roman Martinez that fought Mikey, if it's the Gamboa that fought Crawford and Salido and did Gamboa fight Wama? No, Salido fought Wama Lopez. Gamboa was supposed to fight Wama. And a lot of dudes ducked him. But anyway, if it's like 2010, 11, 2009 Gamboa, or 2010, 2011 Martinez, then sure. But I think at this stage of Gamboa and Martinez's career, I don't see how that shows anything where Tank's at. Tank's a young fighter. I think he's only a year younger than me. Really talented. Sky's the limit for him. He's fighting a mandatory, so I'm not mad at it. But it just doesn't really interest me. I'd rather see Tank. I think he's really just too good for mandatories or past it fighters like Martinez and Gamboa. I want to see Tank a little bit more tested, versus Tevin Farmer versus Miguel Burchell. Um, who else? Yeah, really just those two for 130. And then move up, fight Lomachenko, fight. Who else is that? Well, he wouldn't fight Easter. They're homies. Maybe Devin Haney or Tio Lopez and Tank. That'd be a hell of a buildup. But I'd just rather see Tank in there with somebody a little bit more lively. It's a hometown fight versus Nunez. It's cool. It's a mandatory, so I understand it. But I want to see Tank in there with at least another champion. Like a Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer. He's been active, which has been rare for him in his career, but he hasn't fought anybody of note recently either. So to me, I think both Tevin and Tank Davis they kind of need each other in that regard. Because to me, Tank is still kind of living off the Jose Pedraza, Jesus Cuellar wins, which again, those are good names, especially the Pedraza win, and that was like his first real step up. But I think Tank is ready to move on to some better competition. He's saying he's the cash cow of 130, but that's kind of by default. It's like Canelo being the cash cow of boxing now. Like that's by default. It's not like you beat the man. It's not like Tank beat Lomachenko and is the top dude of the small weight classes. Canelo got his ass beat by Floyd Mayweather. That's besides getting controversial wins, that's his other biggest name to fame. So I don't think there's really a faux show cash cow in boxing right now. Like I said, Canelo, sure, but again, that's more by default. You kind of just got gifted that versus you actually beating someone for it. Mayweather beat Oscar. Pacquiao beat Oscar. Oscar beat Chavez Sr. You know, um, you know, he hasn't done anything of that sort at all. You know, a lot of Canelo's best wins are controversial. Uh, you know, Tank. You know, that's cool. You know, that's a good start that you beat Pedraza. That especially the way that you beat him. You know, that's definitely good that you beat Jesus Cuellar and stuff like that. Those, you know, those are good starting points, but you need to keep feeding off of that. You know, like I said, it's a mandatory, so you know I'm not gonna hate on it, but I'm ready to see Tank versus some better competition. Not guys from 126 moving up, or you know, like Leo Santa Cruz keeps calling him out, which is asinine. I'd rather him fight Gary Russell, who's a champion in his division, ready made right now, rather than moving up for. It's just frustrating in boxing. Boxing is so easy to love and hate at the same time. It's really that type of sport where you're gonna love it, but you're also gonna hate it because it can't get out of its own way. You know, we've had a lot of ped scandals the last couple of years. Not even bullshitting. Like literally every heavyweight with a name has been caught on the juice at some point. You know, Dillian White, this is the second time he's failed PEDs. Jarrell Miller has failed a drug test. Luis Ortiz has failed twice. Povetkin has failed twice. Tyson Fury and his cousin were on that sugar daddy. Um, and I think Tyson Fury was accused of something before he fought Klitschko. Um, who else was caught on some shit? Lucas Brown, he got in trouble for being on the juice. That's why he was suspended a whole year. Um, you know, damn near half the heavyweight division with a name has been caught on something. The only clean ones are Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz, and Deontay Wilder. Um, you know, people have accused AJ of being on something, but to his credit, he hasn't been caught. Same thing with Pacquiao. We have our suspicions, but Pacquiao hasn't been caught. Um, you know, that's just what it is. They haven't been caught, so it is what it is. But we've had a lot of heavyweights caught on some. You know, Canelo with Clint Buterol. You know, he got caught on the juice. The one time he was tested, he got caught. you know, um, I think Shane Mosley got caught on PEDs versus Oscar De La Hoya in the rematch. Um, you know, I'm not buying that a grown man doesn't know what's going into his body. You know, if that's the case, then you need to move back home with mom or whatever. But you know, you're 25 plus years old and you don't know what's going into your body, you got real issues. Seriously, um, you know, you need some help in that regard. So, you know, Dillian White is just saying that him and Eddie Hearn keep saying they're cleared to fight, but you're not denying that he failed the test. So to me, you're still guilty, as far as I'm concerned. You know, just put another man's life in danger. But that's me going on a tangent. But definitely know what you guys think about Tank versus Nunes. Are you guys, you know, agreeing with me, thinking that Tank needs to fight somebody much better, preferably not a featherweight moving up? you know, fight a Burchell, even though I know it's cross promotional, yada yada. But let me know what you guys think. Drop, like, subscribe, stay tuned.